Awesome. My name is Pratibha Agarwal. I am an immigration attorney. I help clients all throughout the United States with their immigration applications, no matter what kind of immigration application you filed or you're thinking about filing or you don't even know where to start. We can help you with that if you're interested in living permanently in the U.S., if you're interested in getting a green card, perhaps U.S. citizenship. We help with every type, including family-based green cards, employment-based green cards, and also humanitarian cases like VAWA and U visas and T visas. We are streaming live right now on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok and Facebook. So that's YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. I come on here live to answer questions, to answer immigration questions and provide general immigration information. If you want information about your specific case, I'm going to tell you, please make sure to call our office, 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. If you want to talk specifically about your immigration case, call our office, schedule a consultation. We're doing them by phone, by Zoom, and in person. Again, that's by phone, by Zoom, and in person. We're based in Arlington, Virginia, which is right outside of Washington, D.C., but our clients are anywhere. They're all throughout the United States, and we help them with immigration questions. We only practice U.S. immigration law, so that's basically laws related to someone coming into the U.S. or someone already here that wants to stay in the U.S. legally, get work permit, get a green card, change their status, anything of that nature. So that is what our firm does. I'm a lawyer, an immigration lawyer, and I practice only U.S. immigration law, nothing other than U.S. immigration law. So if you have any questions about Canada or anything like that, we can't necessarily help you with that, but we can direct you to a reputable attorney in that area. Okay? Great. So I usually come on here and I start off with a question of the day, and we'll start chatting. If you have questions, put them in and say hello, guys. If you're joining me for the first time, say hello. Hi, NM. Hi, Bamidele. Hi, Chetan. Are you speaking Hindi too? I am speaking English right now. I can understand some Hindi, but my speaking Hindi could use some work. But I can usually help clients during a consultation in Hindi. They speak in Hindi and I speak in English. So if your English understanding is good and my Hindi understanding is okay, I can help you with that too. Okay, so we have so many questions popping up, and thank you for putting that in there. Hi DP, nice to see you. Thank you for joining me again. Great, so let me start off with our question of the day, which is a question that has popped up in our practice and that I think we'll be able to give the answer to you guys, and hopefully it's helpful to you in understanding immigration. Okay, and some of you know this, it's kind of basic in terms of immigration law, but many are surprised, so let me talk to you about that a little. So I have a U.S. citizen child. Can they sponsor me for a green card? So I have a U.S. citizen child. Can they sponsor me for a green card? So yes, they may be able to sponsor you for a green card. They can only do that once they turn 21. So any U.S. citizen has to be at least 21 years old in order to sponsor someone else. So your child cannot sponsor you until they turn 21. There are also a couple other requirements that you want to be aware of. So the first requirement is you need to usually have a legal entry for you to have your child sponsor you. So if you entered illegally, you may have to consider other options like a waiver or a humanitarian option to be able to benefit from your child being the petitioner in this family-based application. Okay, the other thing to keep in mind when your child is sponsoring you is their income, right? So they have to be able to support you and show the government that you're not going to become a public charge, right? So a public charge is that you're not going to rely on government funds if you get a green card. So that is another thing to keep in mind when your child is young, like 21, that they're earning enough income to be able to support you, or otherwise have a joint affidavit by someone else. So maybe their father is a U.S. citizen, or an uncle or someone else. They can be a joint sponsor, and you can use the combined income to qualify for a green card. So I hope that's helpful to you guys. That was my question of the day. Call us if we can set up a consultation for you. You can reach us at 703-348-1663. Again, that's 703-348-1663. And you can schedule a consultation yourself if you want to on our Facebook page, Agarwal Immigration, or on our website, agarwalimmigration.com. And our consultations are by phone or by Zoom or in person. So they're kind of like this if you choose by Zoom. Most people do by Zoom, just as a heads up. And they're like this. We'll just be talking on camera like this. It'll just be you and me though, and we'll be going through your immigration history, the goals that you have, and trying to brainstorm ways to get you there. If there's a clear way, we'll go through the process and each step in that process, as well as all of the fees involved and any other questions or barriers that might be present and how to overcome that. Okay, if you'd like to reach out to us, you can do that by calling us 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. Or you can schedule a consultation yourself. You can do that right now because our office is closed. You can do that yourself 24 hours a day on our Facebook page. Agarwal Immigration is the handle, or on our website, agarwalimmigration.com. If you want to check out our website, you should. You can learn a little bit about us, about me, my background, the types of cases we handle. So I'd love to direct you there if you're interested in perhaps working with us. No matter where you are in the U.S., we can help you with your immigration case. So don't let that stop you if you think we might be a good fit for you in terms of working together on your immigration application. Okay? Great. NM, hello. Hi, Bambi Dele. I said hi again. Chetan asked about Hindi. Nice to see you. Hey, Boo. Nice to see you. Hi, Mohit. Kay is asking about green card. Kay says, I want to ask about a green card process. My girlfriend is still preparing for an exam to get into U.S. residency. She has to have jobs for the green card process. You know, there's many different ways of getting a green card, right? So if you're looking for an employment-based green card, many times, yes, you need to have a sponsor, an employment-based sponsor, to receive an employment-based green card. Some people with extraordinary ability can sponsor themselves for a green card. So there's a list. If you go to the USCIS website, there's a list of various criteria that they look at in deciding whether or not you are someone of extraordinary ability, and you can apply for a green card that way as well. So that is also an employment-based green card. Other ways are investing in the U.S. economy, creating jobs, so that's another way to do that. But most people might be able to qualify through family-based options or through humanitarian options like VAWA, U visa, T visas. So yes, so in terms of employment-based work, yes, you need a job to be able to do that in most cases, unless you are a student and you're working, after you've graduated. Okay, call us if we can help you. You can reach us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. You can also schedule a consultation if you would like directly from our Facebook page or our website, and I would love to meet you in person and talk more about your specific situation and your specific case. Hi, Sanjay. Nice to see you. Okay, my girlfriend is a U.S. citizen. How long does it take to get a green card after I marry a U.S. citizen girlfriend? Oh, that's a great question. So it depends a little bit on your immigration situation. So don't answer my questions here. Let me just kind of give you a general idea. I don't want you to put too much confidential information on on these sites since we have so many people joining. Okay. All right. So to get a green card after, let's say you marry your U.S. citizen girlfriend, you can perhaps adjust status here in the U.S., right? And that depends on whether you have a legal entry. So you want to make sure you have a legal entry, and then you can do adjustment of status in the U.S. There are several requirements there, including proving that your marriage is real, not just for immigration purposes. There are some income requirements to be aware of as well. So there are several different things. You can qualify for a work permit and travel authorization while the green card application is pending. But the whole thing usually takes between a year to a year and a half, to answer your question. So I hope that is helpful. If we can help you with that, call us 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. Mohit, I see your question. Relax, please. He says, my VAWA case filed on January 2023, but in the receipt they put the wrong year, January 2022. Is that any problem? If it were me, if it were my client, what I would do is reach out to the service center. So right now they're filing at Nebraska Service Center. So I would reach out to the service center that's processing your VAWA and just let them know that there was an error here and provide the proof. So you could provide, I mean, for us, we keep all the shipment confirmations to make sure that USCIS knows that we have records of when things have reached USCIS. So I would include that information and just say that there's an error that needs to be corrected. Okay? You can give us a call if we can help you with your VAWA case. You can reach us 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. And you can also schedule a consultation on our Facebook page or on our website, agarwalimmigration.com. Our Facebook handle, like all the social media handles, is Agarwal Immigration. So that's AGARWAL Immigration. Okay, hope that's helpful to you guys. I'm gonna, if you don't already like us or follow us, make sure you do and share this with others that might want to join us for this immigration conversation. Okay, if other people have immigration questions, they might want to know when I'm live so they can hop on and just get some clarity on this whole crazy thing called U.S. immigration, right? Okay, AOJ says, hope you had a productive week. Thank you. I did have a productive week, and I'm excited that it's Friday. I hope all of you guys are excited that it's Friday too. I hope you have something special planned this weekend. AOJ Jeffrey says, can someone with a denial whose spouse refused to go to an interview threaten to deport them still be able to file VAWA? Jeffrey, I can't tell you how many clients I have in a similar situation. So many times we do file VAWA for folks that have started that green card process with their spouse, and then in the middle of that, because obviously it can take close to a year to get that green card approved, in the middle of that the tide kind of changes with their marriage and their spouse becomes abusive and controlling and starts threatening them with deportation. So those folks, yes, they can file a VAWA, right? Sometimes the spouse doesn't go to the interview, and this is all part of the pattern of abuse. And so we have filed a VAWA even though their joint green card application with their spouse was still pending. We end up filing the VAWA, and that's actually really good, because then if that green card portion is denied, then you won't necessarily get put in removal proceedings. So if you have a green card filed already with your spouse and your spouse is no longer willing to help you, of course, I'm going to put this caveat in there. It has to be a real marriage, right? Do not call me, do not call our office. We cannot help you if your marriage is fraudulent or if it is for just immigration purposes. So if it is a real marriage, you file jointly with your spouse and they're no longer willing to help you with that application, meaning they're no longer willing to stay, to be married to you, and they're using this as a way of controlling you and threatening you with deportation, you might be eligible to file a VAWA. Call our office. We can certainly determine whether or not you are eligible and walk you through the process of what it might look like to file a VAWA application. If you are eligible, I would say take advantage, because you don't want to get denied, get put in court, something bad happening there, because you're going to spend a ton of money in immigration court, lots of stress in immigration court, when you could be moving forward with the green card application without having to depend on your spouse at all, and it'll be based on the abuse in that marriage. Okay? Call us if we can help you. You can reach us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. And you can also schedule a consultation if you would like directly from our Facebook page, Agarwal Immigration. Jeffrey, you look like you're already on here. So you can go directly to our Facebook page and schedule a consultation right now. Or you can go on our website, agarwalimmigration.com, and schedule a consultation there as well. I am an immigration attorney. If you're just joining me for the first time, that we only practice U.S. immigration law, but we do help clients all throughout the United States with all types of immigration applications. So if we can help you, don't hesitate to reach out to us, okay? All right, I'm going to try to get through some questions, you guys. I'm so sorry. I know there's so many that are popping up here, and I so appreciate you joining me on a Friday evening after a long, long week. Okay, who can I sponsor as a green card holder? So who can I sponsor as a green card holder? So if you are a green card holder, a lawful permanent resident in the U.S., you can sponsor your spouse and unmarried children, okay? And if the unmarried children can be any age. It will be faster. The green card process will be a lot faster if you're sponsoring minor children, right? So children under 21. But you can still sponsor children over 21 as long as they are unmarried. Call us if we can help you with that. You can reach us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. My name again is Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney. We do help clients all throughout the United States with their immigration applications. Okay? Great. Boo says, what is the right thing to do when you're in immigration court with an I-130? I don't know your specific situation, right? So if you have an I-130 and you qualify, your spouse is willing to help you with that application, you may file for adjustment of status in immigration court, right? But if your spouse is abusive, then you may consider filing a VAWA and then an adjustment of status in court, or asking the court to terminate proceedings after your VAWA is approved, and then you can move forward there, all right? I-130s can be approved, but doesn't necessarily mean you're eligible for a green card. So remember, an I-130 is the start of usually a family-based sponsorship. So let's say that it's marriage. All you're doing in an I-130, so if I'm sponsoring someone with an I-130 petition, all I'm doing is showing that I'm a U.S. citizen and that mine and my husband's relationship is real, we're married, and it's not just for immigration. That's the only thing they're looking at with an I-130. So when they approve that, all they're saying is, yes, this person that's sponsoring is a U.S. citizen, and yes, this is a real marriage. That's it. That's all they're doing, right? It doesn't give anybody else status. It's the first step to getting status, but it doesn't give you status to be in the U.S. What you need to do is adjustment of status if you're in the U.S., right? You need that I-130 to be able to do adjustment of status in a marriage-based petition when you guys are filing together jointly. So you cannot file for adjustment of status without the I-130. But the I-130 can be approved, and you might not even be eligible for adjustment of status. That's something you got to look at. It does cost over $1,000 to do adjustment of status. This is the government filing fee. So you don't want to file it and waste your money if you're not eligible. Okay? There are many different eligibility factors, so you don't want to adjust your status if you're not eligible. So if you want to figure out if you're eligible, call us or call an immigration lawyer, schedule a consultation. We'll go through all of your immigration history and all of the eligibility requirements to make sure you're doing the right thing. All right? You can reach us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. Or you can schedule a consultation on our Facebook page, Agarwal Immigration, or on our website, agarwalimmigration.com. All right, guys? Okay, so what happens if my green card is denied? What happens if my green card is denied? So you may file a new green card, right? We don't know. You may file another green card application, or you can appeal that decision in many cases. So those are the two options. You can appeal, you can request a motion to reopen that decision in some situations, or you can file a whole new green card application with better evidence if that's available. Okay, call us if we can help, 703-348-1663, and you can also schedule a consultation on our Facebook page or our website, agarwalimmigration.com. Facebook handle is Agarwal Immigration. If you guys don't already follow us or like us on our social media platforms, please do that. You can do that on TikTok, on YouTube, on Instagram, and on Facebook. So that's TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. My handle is Agarwal Immigration on all of the platforms. Again, my name is Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney. We do help clients with immigration applications all throughout the United States and abroad, so don't hesitate to reach out to us. My office is in Arlington, Virginia, right outside of Washington, D.C. So no matter where you're located, we can still help you. Okay? All right, so how long is VAWA and adjustment of status taking? That's a great question. So VAWA is taking about 1.5 years to be approved, so 1.5 to 2 years to be conservative, and adjustment of status after the VAWA approval takes an additional year. So you're looking at VAWA approval 1.5 to 2 years, and adjustment of status 2.5 to 3 years to have a green card based on VAWA if you applied at the same time. All right, if we can help with VAWA and adjustment of status, don't hesitate to reach out to us. There are huge benefits with VAWA adjustment of status, including a work permit, travel authorization, prima facie determination, which can be available to you in just a couple of months after applying. So there are a lot of benefits. If you are in a situation where you think you might qualify for VAWA, don't hesitate to reach out to us. You can call me at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. Or of course, book a consultation on our Facebook page or on our website. And share this post with others if you think they would like to join us next time and learn about immigration law or have some general immigration related questions answered. If we can be helpful to you, share this post with others and like us, follow us on all of our platforms. All right. I'm going to try to get through some more questions, you guys. Let's see. I'm waiting for my appointment in Juarez through my spouse. I just filed for divorce. So if you have a marriage-based application, right? If you have a marriage-based application through an extreme hardship waiver, and this is all dependent on your spouse, you want to make sure that if you're divorced or you filed for divorce, that you still qualify. Because if you leave the country and you're barred from re-entry, then you may not be allowed to re-enter if that basis for your green card is no longer valid. Okay, so that means, you know, your spousal green card, that petition, if it's no longer valid, then I wouldn't recommend going outside the U.S. if you're barred from re-entry. Call us if we can help you. You may be able to, even with divorce, you may be eligible to do something like VAWA if you qualify, right? So if you lived with your spouse, if your spouse was abusive in the marriage, that could be verbal abuse, psychological abuse, mental abuse, financial abuse. There's many different forms of abuse, right? So you don't always think that it's physical. It could be something else. We have had VAWA approvals, oh my gosh, with just emotional abuse. So if you were married to a U.S. citizen or a green card holder, you lived with them, and there was some kind of abuse in the marriage, you may be eligible for VAWA, so you want to call us to see if you're eligible so you don't have to leave the country to process that green card application, and you can do it alone without the help of your spouse. It might be a huge benefit for you to finally get permanent residency here in the U.S., okay? You can reach us 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. You can also call our office or schedule a consultation yourself if you'd like on our Facebook page or on our website. Again, my name is Pratibha Agarwal. The consultations are with me. I'm an attorney, and I will go through your immigration history and figure out for you what options, if any, are available to you, okay? And we'll go through the process, and especially if you're going to get divorced, right? If you're going to get divorced, there may be some problems in your marriage that you might not think are abusive, but that may qualify as abuse. So give us a call, and we can walk you through that to see if VAWA makes sense for you and you might be eligible, okay? You can reach us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. All right. Will my Federal Express entry affect my green card process for my U.S. citizen girlfriend? So you want to have a legal entry, right? So you want to be able to show legal entry. As long as the entry was legal, you should be okay. But like for something, just depending on what it is, some of them are not eligible for adjustment of status. So we want to make sure that that's the case. All right. If that's the case, you might still be eligible based on a different ground, but we just want to make sure that we're filing the right application for you. Call us 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. When can I file for my citizenship after marriage? That's a great question. First, you want to become a green card holder. So you can, if you marry a U.S. citizen or a green card holder, and you're in status, this is only applicable for green card holders, you can apply right away. So you don't have to wait really long time or anything like that to apply for your green card after you get married. You have to be either a green card holder for 3 years or 5 years to be eligible for citizenship. So how long you need to wait to be a green card holder, or how long you have to be a green card holder depends on how you became a green card holder in the first place. All right, call us if we can help, 703-348-1663. All right, guys, I think I answered as many questions as I can. I got to run and pick up my daughter at soccer. But I love you guys joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Thank you so much for joining me and putting your questions on here. If you want to be notified again when I'm on live, please make sure to like us and follow us on our social media platforms. We're on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Agarwal Immigration on all of them. If you join me midway, my name is Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney based right outside of Washington, D.C. in Arlington, Virginia. We help with all types of immigration issues, immigration applications. If you have friends that would like to reach out to us with immigration questions, please don't hesitate to share this with them as well. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Thank you again for joining, and I'll see you guys next week. Have a great weekend. Bye, everyone.